Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room Recap for Friday, February the 5th. My name is Barry Anderson. I'm the moderator of our trading room. This is the address to get into our free trading room. And if you want to subscribe to Trade Ideas, you can use this. This is the link you can use, the address you can use. The room is open between 9 and 4 every day. I'm on the mic live between those times. And all I can say is what a fabulous day today. First of all, let's just take a look at how Holly did today. And you can see that here's the profit loss graph. You can see we had just a little bit of red at the beginning of the day, and then it just zoomed up and basically flat for the rest of the day because most of the trades were finished around 11 o'clock. I think most of them were triggered around 10, and most of them were finished around 11. A few little stragglers at the end, but just a fabulous day for Holly. And um, one of the things I just want to go over, I took quite a few trades today. I just can't go over them all in this video. But people have asked me, how do I use Holly? How should you? I mean, first of all, I can't tell you how you should use Holly. There's no right or wrong way to use Holly, okay? But this is how I'm doing it. Now, I did try to. You're going to notice here that a lot of these trades were triggered 10:01, 10:01, 10:01, 10:03, 10:03. So, they were coming fast and furious. And unfortunately for me, I zeroed in on VNO because I saw that it was at 86. I thought if it broke down through the whole number, that would be the one. I could not take them all right? So let's just first of all, take a look at the chart and see what happened. So for VNO, so the alert, let's see, the alert was at 8602. I used to have a big, make the charts a lot, oh, geez, and that's what happens, sometimes when okay, just hold on a second. Drives me nuts when that happens, but get the chart. Maybe I'll get it big on this, bigger on this monitor. Drag it over. Get this back. Okay. So hopefully it's not going to disappear. So VNO. So again, the alert came in at 8602. So as this was a short, so as the stock was moving, let's make sure I'm on the right day here. So it's 05. Just get it a little bit bigger. Okay, there we go. Okay, so here was the alert came in here, and I looked at this, and basically what it's looking for, it's thinking that it's hit resistance and it's going to come down. And that's why this one is called resistance is at you over $20. So it's looking for stocks that are moving up and then it thinks it's hit resistance and it's going to come down. So when it broke down through 86, I thought, okay, yeah, it's a good shot. So I took the short at 85.84 actually as it was moving down quite a bit. Unfortunately, it popped back up. And I exited the trade at 86, just before it popped up. I'm sorry, just before it got above 86, I got out of the trade. Now, afterwards, it did start to work, and unfortunately, and it's my own fault, I forgot to put the alert back in. I had the alert here, and I should have put the alert back in here. And when I'm talking about an alert, just so you know, this is how easy it's going to be. Now, you don't ask me for it yet because the function is not available for you yet, but you can easily put alerts right on the chart. You're going to notice I'm going to make this simple. Notice here there's a little orange line that has just been drawn on the chart. And had I put it here when on the pop, so I could have said, you know what? Now, as this is popping, I might have said to myself, you know what? If it breaks down below here, I want to know about it. And so as this is happening, I could have put this here, and the minute that happened, this, you see how this line turned green? This because it was orange at one point. And once the alert was triggered, it turned green. Same thing would have happened here. I would have been alerted right there. And then I was, I'm not saying I would have absolutely taken the trade, but I would have been alerted to it immediately. And then I could have made my mind up and it would have turned into a pretty nice trade. Now, the one that did get away from me was low. And, again, when I saw, remember, I saw all these triggering, let's see, 1003, 1003, 1001, and I'm trying to figure out which one to take. And, I just flat out missed the low because I was having to watch VNO a little too closely. And so I missed low, but look at this, that 68.41, this off here, 68.41. Well, it's right at the high, in fact. So right here, almost at the high of the day, it basically, the way this strategy is working is thinking, you know what? We think support is, it's found resistance and it's going to drop. And look, what an incredible trade right here for low. Simple. I mean, these are 15-minute candles, so not too much froth, just basically steady down from that trade. And that trade actually, let me see something here. That trade actually it was profitable at 140 for $1.45. Stopped out on time because these were all 60-minute holds. This is why all these, you see, there's all time stops. There's only one trade still left, and that's COP. And they're all time stopped out. The majority of them were all stopped out after, you see, 11:14. Yeah, most of them were stopped out at 11:14 because the first trade was here's one at 10:14. So they're all 1 hour's time stops. So, all of this, and we were up just in these trades alone, we were up $5. Now, again, unfortunately, I missed the low, but what I also did, you see, DD 59.50 was the trigger. 59.50. So 59.50 is right there. And again, remember, this is just short. But notice what happened. It popped up. It got up here and it got up here, and it didn't look. I mean, in other words, it didn't short immediately. It didn't go down immediately. But I did put the alert. I don't know. It should have been on here. I don't know why it's not on here, but it should have been right there at 59.50, right at the trigger price. And I ended up shorting it then at 59.45. Um, Sorry, I ended up shorting it at 59.45. It didn't turn out well. Unfortunately, I've got a lot of things going on during the day, and I just lost sight of this one a little bit. I took some off at 59.31. I was waiting for the 58 break, and if you can believe it, I missed it. I missed this. This is the 59 break that I missed. It's not this one here, but on this candle here, I missed it. It went down to 58.89, and then it popped back up, and I got out basically at the same my same exit at 59.31. Because again, I just sort of took my eye off it and I missed it. But my point is this: is that the fact that the trade didn't look like it was working um, at the beginning, and let me just see one thing here. Just one second. Okay, I just want to look at DD again. So remember the price to short was 59.50. The stop price was 59.94. Never hit that. So actually, if you'd held it, if you'd even had taken it right there, you would have withstood that little bit of a pop up, and then the exit was a timed exit, and at 59.02. So again, you know, I just by setting an alert, it makes all the difference in the world. And again, people ask me how should you play Holly? There's no right or wrong way. I mean, look, if I'd taken low instead of VNO, I would have been happy. I mean, I would have taken Lan or Hal. I just concentrated on VNO because it was at 86 and it was breaking down through the whole number. And unfortunately, that's just the luck of the draw. But even on COP, let me just bring up COP as an example. And I don't know, I don't think it probably, yeah, it's turning out okay. COP is another example. This came a little bit later in the day. This is at 2:13. Sorry, that's the time stop. So that came at 1:13. Now it's actually stopped out on the time, all right? But COP 32.79. So what did it do from there? 32.79. So I'm just going to put a mark right here. So initially, here is where the short trigger was, right on this candle here. But look what it did. It popped up. So you could say, just forget about it and move on. Well, I agree. That's what you do. Now you can't see it right here. Unfortunately, my my solid line actually covers the little dotted line that I have here, and it's now green because I put the limit alert at 32. Actually, it was at 32.80. When I got the alert, I took the trade. Because I looked at it and I said, okay, for all the reasons that this strategy was saying to short that stock, they were still in play. There was a little bit of an upturn, but now perhaps, now, look, does it mean it's going to work every time? Of course not. But you have to remember that what we're doing with these is, it's probably not on here. This was the bond shorty, okay? Look at the win rate. 70%, almost 70% win percentage with a nice two profit factor. Again, just as a recap, every day we take our 45 strategies and we re-optimize them with the current days. So today once the market is closed, for Monday, we'll take today's data plus the previous day's data, of course. We'll take all the strategies, we'll re-optimize them, adjust the filters a little bit here and there, and then the only ones that make the cut are the ones that are over 60% win percentage and a two profit factor. So with that in mind, look at this one. This had a win percentage of almost 70%. So the fact that the trade was turning against you right at the beginning, and I didn't take it, that meant to me that, you know what, I should really keep watching this one because if it triggers again, then, maybe it's just a matter that we're a little bit early and trying to get in. Not that he ever got stopped out because we're still in a profit position, but the stop was a little bit large for me, so I wouldn't have taken this trade right off the bat as it was moving up. And I just prefer to wait for the second trigger. And again, I'm not telling you that that is the absolute way to play the our AI channel, but certainly for me, I really, really enjoy doing it though, especially when you get a lot of alerts at the same time and you're trying to frantically play them all, which you can't. So just sort of relax, see the ones that haven't made or have gone against the trend or the trade at the beginning and see if they come back to that trigger price. It'll make your life a lot easier. I'm not saying they'll always work, but it could make your life a lot easier. So, you know what? I've got a lot of great trades today. I'm just not going to go over them. I really just wanted to concentrate on our AI channel, show you how I'm using it, maybe give you some tips. Come on into the room. We're all trying to help each other, and certainly I will do the best I can to help anybody who wants to take this channel. The deal we've got is going to be going away, I believe. Super Bowl is Sunday, I believe, sometime next week. So right now the deal is 1288, and what that gets you is a full year of trade ideas plus our Holly channel, our AI Holly channel. It also gives you something that I haven't really been concentrating on too much, but our RBI and our GBI. I'll try to concentrate a little bit more on that, but there's a lot going on, unfortunately. Not fortunately, because it's all good. So 1288 again gives you a full year of trade ideas. So if you're right now, for instance, on the $99, if you were currently a Trade Ideas subscriber and you're paying $99 a month, literally, I think for $102 a month, granted, the money is up front at 1288, but you'd be paying basically $102 a month, which in essence, you're going to get this wonderful channel for free. So again, here is the link. Here is the link. You can click on this and it'll take you right to the sign up page if you're interested. The price is definitely going to be going up past 1288 sometime next week. Okay. So I know a little bit long-winded. I know a little bit of a sales pitch, but we've had our specials on before. This AI channel, this started, wow, probably 788, went to 888, went to 1088, now it's at 1288. And people who, are in at 1288, a lot of them, are upset that they didn't get in at 1088. So I'm just saying, I don't know what it's going to go to, but certainly 1288 will be the lowest price. All right, that's it. Sales pitch over. Hope to see you in our room on Monday. If you're a regular, I would ask that maybe you just invite people into our room. It's a free room. The more eyeballs we have watching trades, the better it's going to be for us, believe me. And yes, of course, we can sell some trade idea subscriptions, but it's keeping the room free. I think it's a great room. We got a lot of great traders in there, and we're all helping each other. So, invite your friends. Just have them see what we're doing. All right. So, hope everybody has a great weekend. If you're in Canada, have a great long weekend. I'm a Canadian, but I'll certainly be in the room on Monday, bright and early, 9 a.m., 4 p.m. on the mic. So take care. Have a great weekend. Bye bye.